Okay, I'm in the countries controller and we have get offers from a country to code. Now that we created all the DTOs, we can proceed to code this action. So what will be our URI? Well, of course, it will be API/countries. That's going to be the default. And after that, we need to pass the ID of a country from which we want to pull the offers from. So that's going to be country ID. Now the problem is that this URI already exists in the get country action. Let's have a look. You can see that we are having the API/countries/country ID. So we cannot use that, and therefore I'm going to also append /offers. After all, we are looking for offers of a country. So this is going to be our URI. Let's create the action, and I'll call it get offers from a country, and the action needs an argument of country ID. So let's decorate the action with the HTTP. So it's going to be HTTP get call, but we need to add the URI part after the countries. So that is the country ID/offers. So the first is the ID, and then /offers. Okay, since we are passing in a specific country, we should validate if the country exists. So we can do the country exists method and return not found if the country does not exist. So we'll do a simple if statement and check if the country exists method from the country repository. If this one returns false, then we will return not found. But of course we need to pass in the country ID into it. And now we'll simply return not found. So if the country exists, we can create a list of all offers from that country by calling get offers from a country method in the country repository. And here we need to pass the country ID that we validated that already exists. Now we can validate the model state. So we'll do an if statement and do the model state. So if it is not valid, we'll return a bad request. And in it we can also pass the model state itself. And if everything is okay, we can now create the offers DTO that we will return from this action. So we'll create a variable for the offers DTO, and it's going to be a new list of type offer DTO. And just like we did before, we'll simply do a for each loop, and we'll loop through the offers list that we retrieved from the repository over here. So I'll create a variable offer in the list offers. And with each iteration, we'll create a new offer DTO object and pass it into the offers DTO list over here. So our offers DTO dot add, and like I said, we'll create new offer DTO, and here we'll assign the ID, which comes from the offer.id that we are looping through. The next one is the first name, so the first name will be the offer.firstname, and we have a last name which is gonna be offer.lastname. And at the end, after we create our list of DTO offers, we can return OK along with the offers DTO list. So this is our action. Now let's decorate it with the responses that we expect from this action. We expect not found, which is 404, bad request, which is 400, and OK, which is 200. So we'll do produces response type decoration like we did before, and the first one for the 200, which is OK, and we'll specify that we are expecting the type, and the type of is the IEnumerable of the offer DTO, that is our offers DTO list. And we have two bad requests, one is 404, so let's do that one, and also 400. Alright, so let's build it and test it. And in the postman, in the get request, our URI is countries / the country ID let's do 3 for example, and then slash authors. And if I press enter, I get the author with ID 5, which happens to be me. First name Pavel, last name Almási. So let's try country 5, which is United States in my database, and that's Jack London, that's correct. And 4, which is Germany, which should be Carl May, and it is. If we have a non-existent country, we get not found, 404 not found. So this is working. And now let's finish the one method on the to-do list in categories controller.